What up, YouTube? Lee from TeamPurplePanda here, and I got some cool news for you guys. A lot of people asked me about the regional, the South State regionals. It's about January 22nd, and information about it and this and that, and asked me if I'm gonna be judging or not. First of all, I will be going, but I will not be judging. I will actually be playing. The reason is I love to judge, and it's really hard work, but I am not a big fan of Star Strike Glass. I'm not a big fan of it. Because of that, I do not want to stand around for like 9 hours straight to get like a box of Star Strike Glass. It's just not something that I would like to do. I would judge in a heartbeat when Storm of Ragnarok comes out. I mean, I will judge as much as possible to get as much of those packs as possible, and I judged like mad when Duelist Revolution was out. So yeah, I just don't like the pack right now, and I don't want to spend 9 hours trying to get a box where I can spend the same 9 hours, hanging out with you guys, trading and playing this and that. So with that said, I hope to see you guys there. It's gonna be January 22nd in San Jose, and the website is on Heroes on Paper. I believe this is the last one that Heroes on Papers are hosting. And after that, it's going to be switched to someone else to handle the tournament and whatnot. And I'm going to talk with the guy to see if I can start judging again this year, because yeah, that's that. I'll actually do what Fairplay did and make a little bio video about what I'm doing outside of Yu-Gi-Oh and this and that, just to be friendly, make more friends on YouTube. But this video is not about that. It's about you guys. It's about how to win, and I actually have some tips to share with you guys. I have 5 tips, and these tips are developed from talking to pro players and from just being a judge, being around, hanging out. And these are some stuff that are going to come up. I know it's going to come up in the judging table, and I know it's going to come up in this regional. And because the last regional we had was like at least over a month-ish ago, people didn't start fresh. So when you come to play, I got some tips for you guys. So there's 5 things you keep in mind when playing this particular regional. Actually, any regional. The point is here. Check this out. First, box of cards. Know what is in your box. So the official ruling is this: you are only allowed to have what you have on a deck list inside your box. So in other words, when you have tokens that are different cards. So I actually have a Grandmaster token right here, where I put the Grandmaster card in the big sleeve and make it all thick and everything. I actually take it out. The reason why is because even though I decorated this thing and put it in a big sleeve, this is still a playable card. So if they find a playable card in your box that is not part of your deck list, is a game lost. So definitely be careful. So when they random deck check you and they found a spore token that you drawed on or whatever and use as token, they can game loss you, and they will game loss you. So definitely check the deck box. Everything in here should be on the deck list page, so keep that in mind. Definitely. Second thing, what do you use as tokens? Like I said before, if you have a cute spore token that you took a spore card and drew on it, switch it out. Use something else. I actually use something here. This is my deck box. I love my deck box because, as you can see, one side have my cards, my deck, and here's my extra, and here's my side deck and extra deck right there, and it just fits so perfectly. And 15, and I believe over 41 cards. And if you take this out and you see a little divider here, I actually use this little divider as my token. So when I drop Gores, I actually drop this thing, and this is a little Ninja Turtle card I got at I forget where I got this, but it's really cool. I like Michelangelo. I think it's cool, and he's a party animal. Anyway, I dropped this thing, and it's definitely legal, and I like it because it fits in the sleeve. So it's very obvious that I'm indicating it is in attack mode or in defense mode. And this next thing I'll talk about: whenever you attack somebody and drop a Gores token on you or some kind of token on you, make sure to use something that is like a rectangular shape, or use something, right? A lot of people in tournaments actually just use random weird objects. They have like a little keychain they pop down, or oh here, just something to pop down. And the reason why I said avoid something like that is because you don't know if the token's in attack or defense. I mean, when it's like a normal sheep token, it's not that big of a deal, a fluff token. But when it's a course token, you're talking about beat stick, in attack and defense, that makes a big deal because you can actually drop honest on the token. So when you use a token, I suggest use a token that is a card shape, so it can indicate attack or defense. And when your opponent drop a token and they use a dice as a token, make sure you clarify with them, is that token attack or defense. Better yet, take out your token and just hand it to them and replace the dice, because being able to see the token attack and defense mode on the field is actually very important in your gameplay, in your mindset, and in having flow. So keep in mind on that. Tokens are a big deal now. Back then not so much, but now tokens everywhere. So definitely use viable tokens that can clearly identify attack and defense. Very small thing, but I actually find that very important in this particular meta that just recently came out. Okay, so moving on. Tokens. Okay, also use new sleeves. So I love Player's Choice. I actually love Player's Choice so much that I carry around like a lot of extra Player's Choice. Like these are all Player's Choice, and I carry them with me all the time. So when you guys need a new pack of sleeves, just come to me and I can get you one. The reason why new sleeves is important is because if your old sleeves is dirty, your opponent can call the judge and call for mark cards. Normally they'll ask you to exchange a sleeve, but if that particular card that's dirty is something good, then there's a chance that they can game loss you. So you definitely want to avoid that by exchanging to new sleeves. So whenever I play, I always change in the new pack of Player's Choice, because to get 60, so you get 40 for your deck, and you have 20 extra sleeves for your everything else, for your side deck or whatever, and then you even sleeve your tokens if you want to, and you even have a more 5-pack in case one of them break on you mid game. But the point is, Player's Choice is the way to go. I love Player's Choice. So whenever you want to new sleeve, definitely new sleeve before the tournaments. So again, get new sleeves. And this third one. Oh, quickly, number 3, the new sleeve thing. People asked me a lot of this before, and I want to quickly answer them. For your side deck, it's either all of them are sleeved or none of them are sleeved. So basically, if you're all black Ultra Pro sleeves, then your side deck must all have a black Ultra Pro sleeves. So if there's 12 out of 15 card sleeve, then all of them must be unsleeved. So it's either all sleeved under the same sleeve, or all of them are unsleeved. So keep that in mind. I don't think there's a big penalty for it, but if they deck check you and they notice that your side deck doesn't have enough sleeve to sleeve everything, or or if you're using mix and match sleeves for your side deck, they'll actually make you unsleeve your entire side deck. So just keep in mind, just use the same sleeve. It's not that hard. Sleeves are pretty cheap, So yeah, that's that. Number 4 is quickly read over your rulings, especially the deck you're playing and the current meta deck. So if I were you, and I did this for myself already, I quickly went on Yugi Wiki and refreshed my rulings on Gravekeeper stuff, Frog Monarch stuff, Power Duality. Just always keep an eye on Power Duality. Refresh yourself of what can and cannot Solemn Warning stop. Remember, Solemn Warning can stop Monster Reborn, but cannot stop Infinity Launcher. The reason, everything, just go on Yugi Wiki, read about the ruling and whatnot, because these are the key card, the main hot cards that's running right now. So definitely read up on that. So just again, study up on the meta, study up on the ruling, and it's very important to help you guys win a lot of games. And the final one, and I think is one of the most important thing, is pre-write your deck list before. So if you guys been to big tournaments before, they make you write your deck list on this page. You can actually go to Konami.com and print it out at home and just write it before even going. So right on the day before the tournament starts. I think that is almost required. I require myself to do it. I require I want to go through it, because I think by screwing up on the writing, you say you roll an extra card or you miss a card, that is the suckiest way to have a game lost. Um, I think by third round, the logistic people will be finished with deck check and everything, and that's when we hand out, slips that tells people, hey, your deck is not, tournament legal, and they get a game lost. You have no idea how many slips we hand out every single regional. There's at least 7 people that simply make an honest mistake in screwing up their decks, and you know what? They get a game loss, and that just not only lose that particular game, but like it screwed up their head so much, like normally, that they would just either drop that game or just whatever. So just don't let that happen to you. I mean, it happened to like one of my teammates one time, and he pitched a fit. So whenever I go with people, I always remind everyone to pre-write their deck list so we can make everything faster. So yeah, definitely go on Konami, print out, and pre-write your deck list. So that's that. Those are the 5 tips. Yeah. Now I want to answer some more questions since I have like a few more minutes. Okay, so my friend here, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, my friend here named John Low asked me this. He said, "Hey Lee, some questions for you. Can you play a normal spell card during the draw phase?" Yes. Sorry. Let's take it back. Can you play a normal trap card during the draw or standby phase? Spell card, no. Trap card, yes. Yes, you can play this trap card during their standby phase or during their draw phase. It's perfectly legal as long as you set it the turn before. So yeah, keep that in mind. Secondly, he said, when does the standby phase end? After you play 1 card, because I played this dude and he keeps saying that standby phase and abuse Treeborn Frog. Okay, so Treeborn, I'll talk about real quick about Treeborn Frog. Treeborn Frog keeps coming back during standby phase. So you get abuse this thing by chaining mainly enemy controller and take control of their monster and have this thing continue to come back. So it's legal play. The thing is, a phase, no matter it's draw phase, standby phase, end phase, whatever phase, does not end until both players agree it ends. You can do an infinite amount of things within any particular phase. Not really feasible, but you can. But the thing is that if it's standby phase and I want to do stuff that abuses Treeborn's Frag to just keep coming back over and over again, I can. And unless I agree to end my standby phase, it'll continue. It'll just keep coming back. So keep that in mind. What else? Okay. If I summon Kaius and target itself, and he changed Book of Moon, does the effect still go through? Yes, it does. If I go, I don't have a Kaius on me, but I have a Chaos Sorcerer. It's hollow. That helps. If like say I go Chaos Sorcerer target itself and you book it, the effect will still go through after you book it and remove itself. And because after it's removed, it's dark, you still take 1,000. So that's that. Moving on. On Drew Warrior, I'm go to the remove from play zone. I choose a monster to add to hand, and after that, does a standby phase end? And do I have to priority discard? Okay. So a quick thing about Drew Warrior. I don't go too deep into it because like people are gonna ask me so much question about Drew Warrior. First of all, Drew Warrior is bottom-istable. You can bottom Drew Warrior only when it is initially summoned. So I go Synchro for Drew Warrior, and as soon as it comes out, you can bottom it. Okay, even though it's called priority, you can still bottom it. But if you miss the opportunity and it goes away, and when it comes back, I'm adding a card to my hand. You can no longer bottom it because you missed the timing. So remember, you can still bomb this Drew Warrior upon the initial summon. And secondly, the standby phase again does not end until it ends. So if you agree that the standby phase ends and your opponent agrees that the standby phase ends, then it ends. If not, then the standby phase can continue for like 5-10 minutes if you need it to. Again, not really feasible. So that's my video. I have like 20-30 seconds left. So I'm going to go and quickly do this before my time runs out. One card that I think everyone should definitely put in their side deck right now is Chain Disappearance. Very quick note, Chain Disappearance is a very important card right now because Frog Monarchs are rampant. And people are playing like, Quick Draw Dandy and all that stuff is just all over the place. It's like a disease. I actually have 1 copy of my side deck. I'm thinking of putting 2, but it's important to play this card, specifically this regional, and just have it in general. Very important. Keep that in mind, and that ends my video before 15 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys.